Testing.
Hello, everybody. Merry Christmas
Hello, everybody.
to
Merry
all those
Christmas.
in the world
Hello,
that are
everybody.
watching and to the
All
Zoom
those in the
homies.
world that are
Ken
watching
Stott
and to the
Live with
Zoom
the Zoom
homies.
homies. The Zoom
Ken
homies,
Stott Live
Greg,
with the Zoom
Darren,
homies. The Zoom homies.
Sam,
Greg,
Bill,
Darren,
and Princess.
Sam, Bill, and Princess.
And I've confirmed my audio because I could hear it in the background. I think I confirmed audio from the background as well. But if I get a homie to say
Background as
hi,
well, but if I get a homie
Hello.
to say hi, well, but if I get a homie to say hi.
we have confirmed audio. Cool. Tony Wallow was first in chat, 846. Greg Guy was second place. Sam was third. He says hello. Is there anybody in there? Pink Floyd, I believe. Scott
Yeah.
says Merry Christmas to everyone. Greg says I'm here. Robert says Merry Christmas to everyone. John is all excited because the Packers somehow miraculously made it to the playoffs by virtue of the Minnesota Vikings. And for the first time in my life, I think I've seen two Packer fans actually congratulate Minnesota. That would be Sam. That'd be John and Scott. By the way, the clocks have been changed thanks to Wintermute. It took them about all of 5 minutes to do. I'd still be working on it. This is also a new Christmas shirt. Fits perfectly well. Matches the hat. Golfing's looking kind of precarious tomorrow and Monday because of the rain is forecasted, but we will see. Maybe some revenge on the Bears. Scott says they got a great Christmas gift from the Vikings. John says, hello, did you get that coveted? No, I did not get a snowblower for Christmas. I don't know what's up with Santa. I know I put in for one. Or I did not get a flamethrower either. I can hear Sam's keyboard. Is that a mechanical keyboard, Sam?
It is.
Okay. Also, is the countdown that you're running, I noticed when you came on, I loved how it said the timer has expired. That was cool. Is that
Yeah.
based off of when you join, or do you base it off of the meeting time? How are you doing that?
I based it off of the meeting time.
Okay, makes sense. I have not. This is the first time I've been on
Okay.
Zoom all day. I had computer issues all day long. I do want to
I'm just
point something
guessing
out. Oh, it's close
at
enough.
this point.
Greg was here when I came in, and I came in a little after 9. I don't know if it ran today or not. I have no clue. Let me catch up with chat, and then I'm going to show you guys something really funny. To me, it's funny. It's not. I mean, it's just weird. Um, Scott is asking possibly play in Green Bay at Lambeau. Um, I don't know. I haven't looked at the playoffs to see who has home field advantage or anything because the season ain't over yet. So anything can happen. By the way, John's got a new lap dog that weighs 83 pounds.
Oh,
That dog is as big as I am. My God, that's not a puppy, John. That's a doggone full grown dog. Pretty, though. Beautiful dog. I will give you that. Um, Scott's wishing everyone had a great Christmas, and John is wishing Scott a great Christmas. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. I had a great Christmas. Yesterday was good. Today was fantastic. I napped until I got woke up. More about that later. Just looking through chat. Got enough. Yep. 2 more meals. My niece brought home food from the group home tonight, and my goodness, it was good. Uh, Ham, sweet potatoes, green bean casserole, and pecan pie. It was really, really good. Uh, John got a call from his niece that lives in Florida. Scott got a call from his sister from Georgia. Nice. My sister texted, and my brother texted, and my sons texted, and my daughter-in-law texted, and I think every single one of my living classmates texted, and a few friends from Facebook as well. Choice of 2 meats: corned beef brisket and chicken breast. Oh man, both of those sound good. Apparently, we're talking about a dinner or a meal we went to today. That would be John. And my thing the computers today have been weird. I think they took the day off. YouTube sounds good. Thank you, Sam. Yeah, I haven't messed with anything as far as OBS goes. We got it fixed the other night. No one says anything, so I have not messed with that. What I did change, and I can't tell if it really changed it or not, is I did make a slight changing to the zoom setting in OBS to try to make it look a little bit better. I really can't tell if it did or not, but I haven't had any complaints yet either. So, John says hello, Merry Christmas to Sam. William says hi. Hello, Bill. Oh yeah, Bill popped in. Can Bill hear us? Let's test. Yeah, he's moving. Doggone, I was going to say something nice about him too. Well, that's out. The weather should work. Should. But we'll never know. So most of you do know, or most of you are aware, I ran a live stream today that had nothing on it whatsoever. No, the DaVinci machine is fixed. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. What I want to talk about first is this. Some of us will get a big ha-ha kick out of this. I personally did not. Let me see now. Can I? Yes, I can. Let's see how that looks over off of YouTube. So, nothing new. Merry Christmas, the numbers, Santa Claus, Can't Stop Live, and the Zoom homies. But you'll notice there's a Volkswagen Beetle bug with the Grinch on it. In Night Cafe. Hello, Annie. Good morning to you. In Night Cafe, I put, let me have the number, a 3D rendering of the numbers 480 and 157 that is done in a festive, Christmassy color scheme with a beveled edge with the picture of the Grinch on it. Well, that's how the numbers turned out. That's the second try. The first try gave me 0 numbers, but the Volkswagen bug with the Grinch on it. I sat here and laughed so hard. It was not, I mean, it was absolutely hilarious. It really was. I don't know how it came up with the Volkswagen bug for that. The DaVinci machine. I thought the cooler was going complete. I thought the water cooler was completely gone today because it made such a loud noise. And to me, it sounded like it was clogged. It was not. I immediately shut it down. I shut it down properly, and then I turned the machine off. And it sat all day off. No problems whatsoever. I didn't need it. And then probably about 8:30 or so, I thought, well, I need to see what's going on with it because I'm going to need it at some point in time. I fired it back up, and it's got a little bit of I'll say a low shrill. Is the only way I know to describe it. So now I'm starting to move things, and I'm starting to try to pay attention to where is this sound coming from. It's coming from the top, which is where the radiator sits for the water cooler. Again, my suspicion is possibly the cooler's going bad. So I took the monitor that sits on top of it off, and I took the top off, and I took the little screen protector thing off, hoping I could see the fans. I can't. They're on the other side of the cooler. So then I'm like, wait a minute. And I narrowed it down to literally the middle. There's 3 fans on there. And I'm like, okay, so I started tapping in the middle of the radiator. And the first tap, the sound diminished, but it didn't go away. Then I got smart. I went and got a hammer. That fixed it. DaVinci machine is fine. No noise, purring like a kitten. I got a feeling there's something going on with the fans. The next time it happens, I probably will have to actually shut it completely down, take it apart, and look at that fan. Scott says the clock is 3 seconds off. That's the internet. I cannot. That all that is done from the internet. I said hello to Annie. Thank you, Annie, for being here. I was watching her live stream a little bit before I went live tonight. I watched one live stream. Well, I watched. It was on. I didn't watch it. I was just basically not doing anything today. A lot of cleaning. Did a lot of cleaning today. Um, and then I took a nap, and I was sleeping so good, and I got woke up and didn't set well. Zoom is about 12.6354 pixels to the right. Yeah, I can see that. But the thing is, I don't know how to adjust it. See, the thing I like about OBS is I can hold one of the keys down. I think it's the shift key. And when I make these moves, it's literally making one move at a time.
Too far.
Yeah, it's a stupid mouse thing.
Right there.
I didn't move it yet.
Exactly
we'll
right.
go with it right there. I'm gonna lock it right there on the lock key. In DaVinci, I believe it's a shift key. You can hold it, and when you move the mouse, it's literally one increment at a time, and you can get some really specific things in there. And I like that. In OBS, there's not. Now I do know there's some things coming out in OBS that Robert was telling us about that Nutty is getting ready to do, and I do need to watch that as well. Ask CH, John, it says to John, ask CH about noisy fans. And John says he's not going. I'm guessing that doesn't set well with Carrie. I don't know. I don't watch Carrie, so I don't know. Look at dinner. Oh my goodness, that looks like a decent dinner. Hold on, Greg. All right, we got cranberry sauce. Looks like dressing. Is that dressing? A biscuit, turkey, and is that a sweet potato? No, it's not a sweet potato. You're muted, but that's okay.
Skits. That was about your stuff.
It looks good. Enjoy.
I am.
Won't ask if you brought enough for everybody. We already know the answer to that question.
Only for one.
Yeah. Hey, I'm one. I'll be right there. Remember that. Sorry I ever brought it up. Okay, so apparently there has been discussion before on Carrie's about loud fans. Man, can somebody get me that episode? I'd like to see that. I nailed it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was relieved because I really was not looking forward to having to put a new cooler on the DaVinci machine. And I can barely hear it now, which is good. Before I could hear the fans pretty regular. I mean, they were loud, but now, I mean, I know it's running because I can see that it's running, and I got the monitor in front of me, and I know that the machine is actually on. So this is good. Maybe I should use the BFH fixed it. Yep. And we're not talking little bitty tap tap tap. We're talking full from behind the shoulder. Get that good axe movement going. Yeah. I nailed it. No pun intended. Scott says your dinner looks good. The great guy. Yeah, it did look good. I know the steaks were probably about this big around, probably about that thick. They were really good. The green bean casserole was superb. And the sweet potato was okay. And I haven't eaten the pecan pie yet. I'm going to. Rubber hammer. No. It was a claw hammer. It was a rubber hammer, please. You think I'm that smart? Number one. Number two, I don't even own a rubber hammer. And no, I didn't use a hammer. I just tapped it with my fist and it went away. The 5-pound sledge. Don't have one of those either. Used to. No need for it now.
He's a jackhammer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those of you that were here last night when we were checking the temperatures on my D drive, and it was I forget. It was red. I forget the exact number. I shut the DaVinci or the streamer machine down, let it sit for a couple hours. Then I turned it back on. First thing I ran was the Crystal Disk Info, I think it is. One of them, Disk Mark and Disk Info. I forget which one does which, but I did the one that shows you the temperatures. It's fine. All the temperatures, none of them are in the red. So I don't know what was going on. And then when I was doing some stuff on the D drive, I had it running to see if by using the D drive, which is a spinning 8 terabyte drive I got from John Williams, if by using it, that would make the temperature go up. It did not. Still slow as molasses, but I think that's to be expected because it's a spinning drive. And I don't think I can afford to get a 8 terabyte SSD or an 8 terabyte NVMe drive. I still struggle saying NVMe. Well, I'm trying to find, there we go. Found it. So right now my one drive is 41 degrees Celsius, the other one's 48 degrees, the other one's 44 degrees. This one's 28 degrees, but that's a flash drive. That doesn't count. That's just plugged in constantly because I'm lazy. This one's 25, it too is a flash drive, and then this one's at 46. So they're all good. I have no idea why last night they were super warm because they were actually, two of those were in the red, and people were having issues over it. Only oil the loud one. Do they make fan oil? Asking for a friend. Yeah.
3-in-1 oil.
They still make 3-in-1 oil?
Yeah.
Do they really? John says, yes. I have a can of WD-40 somewhere. I do actually have that. I do remember 3-in-1. I'm trying to remember the maker that was the brand name that made 3-in-1. Drawing a blank. I kind of wanted to play golf tomorrow, and I kind of wanted to play Monday as well. But when I looked at the weather for tomorrow, 62 degrees. Oh, now it's cloudy, so I probably will play golf tomorrow. 62 and cloudy. Monday is 56 with a 75% chance of rain. So Monday is not looking too good. Monday works out good because my niece is off and I don't have to get up and take her to work. I can just go play golf. Whereas tomorrow I've got to take her to work, which is, it's fine. I don't mind. In fact, I may actually take her to work and go play golf right then and there because that falls in the parameters of the discounted golf times that they have, which is not a whole big discount, but every little bit helps. Farina, no, I mispronounced that name all too. Well, Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas to you. I cannot pronounce your name. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to you, but me and names and I, we do not get along. Fernima Ranny Halder. Okay, I see. Yeah, I can see that. It's all scrunched together on YouTube. From Bangladesh. Oh, cool. We have someone from Bangladesh here. That is neat. Kind of an interesting story. I did want to run a live stream earlier today, and I wanted it to be Christmas themed. Every single one of those pictures, with the exception of two, are from the crossword puzzles that I do to occupy my time sometimes. And I just make them, take a screenshot, and then I make them fit to the dimensions of what they need to be. When I started out with Merry Christmas, that's because I had just woken up and I wanted to get it up and running. I got almost 25 hours of watch time with that today. I was really impressed. I was also impressed with the amount of conversation that was going on between people in there, and that's good. That's interaction, and that's what they say YouTube wants. Apparently, Long Dog dropped a link to some hot sauce pepper giveaway, I think it was. And I haven't seen him yet tonight here, so I can't ask him if that's what that truly was. I didn't click on it. I was monitoring it, but I wasn't watching it, if that makes sense. When I came in the room, I'd look over and see everything looks good. It's still running, so we're good. Somebody said he learned something the hard way. Don't touch it if it's not broke. Yeah. Well, honestly, if it starts making that noise again, and if I just can tap on the top of the radiator and it makes it unstick itself, I'm good with that. I don't really need to get in there and run the risk of breaking it, because that would be learn the hard way, earful. I think that's I think Scott is referencing to John the Terry Holzman incident. Again, I have no idea. I do know Robert was yanking our chain a little bit today, because he put a lovely picture of Mr. and Mrs. Goth in our Facebook chat. I think two of us responded negatively to it. I just put LOL on it, but there was another homie that was a little bit more graphic in his description of not liking it. I did a lot of cleanup on Facebook today. I got rid of, I left the one group that's nothing but gossip. There's no need for me to, it's like Facebook Marketplace. It's just horrible. People are gossiping about other people. People say, well, hey, I put this in here. I had it. Today was my day of, I had it. 2323, 2,323. No clue. One of these days, my goodness, one of these days, Scott and or John are going to tell me what the 23 is all about. I'm sure there's a point behind it. $46.46. Next one going to be, what's the next one going to be? $69.69. Just guessing. Anybody have anything? Anybody want to talk about how your Christmas experience was? Anybody want to talk about having an 83-pound puppy dog on your lap? Can you imagine an 83-pound dog sitting on your lap? Scott says to John, not yet. So I missed a chat somewhere. Probably they're talking about me. It's all about me. Which I wish sometimes that we had conversations. The last couple of nights have been great. Of course, Jeff's not here tonight, and I understand that he's with his family. Me. That's right, John or Scott. And he did determine that PC that he bought off Facebook Marketplace was missing. I think he said one screw and one of the connections was broken, but it's all good. It works, so he's happy with it. And he bought it off Facebook Marketplace. I instantly thought about Scott, and I mean John. I think they're twins, at least in my mind now they're twins. But John buys a lot of stuff off Facebook Marketplace, and he cleans it up and gets rid of it at a profit, I might add, for the most part. So does anybody have anything they would like to talk about, want to discuss? Complaints, compliments? Compliments are good.
I'm too busy. I'm eating.
Well, we can tell. Have you slowed down at all? Are you breathing? Did you get a drink yet? So take your time, savor it, enjoy the food. She was 83-pound lap dog. Yeah. 18 months. 18 months, still a puppy. I agree with that. But at 83 pounds, that's a full-grown dog. Beautiful dog, by the way. John sent me a picture of it. Very, 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 very beautiful dog. I cannot wait to see what that dog will weigh when it gets fully grown. Gonna be big. Make someone a nice PC. Great to have. Yeah, I had a couple of thoughts today earlier that I think I've got to postpone some of what I would like to personally do for about a year. I think this time next year I'll be able to do some of the things I want to do for other people. Right now, I want to help Alex Cheek out just a little bit, but I'm still contemplating that in my own mind as to whether I really want to do that or not. Um, you gotta be careful. Certain people that you help, once you help them once or twice, they expect it, and unfortunately, that's bad. Um, I think this entire group, the homies, the chat homies, the Zoom homies, all of us, all of you guys are the greatest people in the world when it comes to helping people. I know without hesitation, you guys jump in and get things going in the right direction without question, and that's great. Um, and I've said this for many, many years. You guys are not only the smartest group of people I've ever known, but you're the most generous group of people I've ever known. And I do appreciate that. Scott said, my niece got a real nice computer from the marketplace. Yeah, she did. We were actually talking about that today, about her computer, because I showed her the electric bill that went up over $200 for last month to this month. And she said something about, was it her computer? I said, no, it's the furnace. I said, in fact, I'm going to turn the furnace down 2 more degrees because we looked at last year and this year, and we are way under what January was last year in December. And if I'm sitting at $369 for December's bill, I hate to see January's bill. I really do. I may have to turn the furnace completely down to 40 degrees and be wearing big heavy Eskimo coats and a parka and all that. I don't know. Um, and it's that way. It's a horrible heater. It's a hell of a good air conditioner. Our air con I can make this house 68 degrees and the electric bill never goes over $120 during the summer. But in the wintertime, it just sits there and runs and runs and runs and runs. And I found out last year it's because it's a piece of junk heater. It's horrible. Really wished I had a fireplace. If I had a fireplace, my electric bill would be nothing because I would have that going all the time. Scott says neighbor has a 120-pound Great Dane. That's a horse. Beautiful. That's another beautiful dog too. But you can ride a Great Dane. $200. What $200 for the warm temperatures down there? Yeah. I mean, we had that week last, what, 2 weeks ago, I think it was. We had when it was in below zero weather, and we had the 3 snows, and it's not really that cold when it snows. Oh, I like that. I seen that earlier, Sam. Um, did you create that off of AI?
Yes.
That is cool. Was it Night Cafe?
Yep.
Really? That is awesome. That is awesome. You posted that on Facebook too, I believe.
Yep.
That is so cool.
Thank you.
Greg Guy says his last gas bill was $95. Yeah, I thought about years ago converting to gas, or not converting, but getting a gas line running here. And it kind of balances out to be the same thing. You lower your electric bill, but then you inherit a gas bill. And probably in the end, everything's going to balance out to be about the same amount of money. So based on what they wanted to charge me to run from the street to my house, put the meter in, all that other good stuff, then you got to convert the heater from electric to gas. It was too big of a headache. Sam's last gas bill was 25. I'm moving in with Sam. Wait, how much snow do you get? That'd be the
More
question.
than you. So
Well,
I
how's
probably
your
wouldn't
driveway
even-
though? Is your driveway relatively level or is it at an
Oh yeah, my
angle?
driveway's straight flat. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'll be moving in with you. We'll have to train my niece though. She's a little bit of a pain. No, I'm kind of wondering where that's going to go. We'll talk about that after the show ends. It was an interesting conversation that I had. I'm just trying to help the young lady mature a little bit more than what she's at. And she and I have had conversations, and she admits she's a very immature 20-year-old. Get $1, spend 100. Oh, I don't feel like going to work today. You're not making any money. So Scott says, wow, it's 13 degrees below zero, normal for the first 2 weeks of December, and the window open at night, 81, and the window open at night. Yeah, I don't think I can open the windows during the wintertime. Now, during the summer, spring and summer and fall, oh yeah, I have every available window open because I personally like the fresh air and it keeps the air conditioning bill down. Um, but this it's the heat here. It's the daggone stupid heat. And I don't know. I actually thought about, since Lorna is no longer here, lowering it down to about 68 degrees. That's comfortable, you know. I could throw on a pair of jeans if need be. I don't have to be in shorts and a t-shirt all the time, although it is comfortable. Um, I took the trash out tonight because I believe the trash might get picked up tomorrow, hopefully Saturday. And I noticed everybody else has got their trash out. I didn't feel bad at all because I've got mine over piling a little bit, and I got the lid kind of sorted down. There were people that had mounds and piles of trash up against their thing. So be interesting to see if they actually get off the truck and go throw it in the thing or not, or if they just leave it for you to do later. 13 below, my goodness. I don't know what our average temperature was. I did look at my bill. Scott says they still have about 4 to 5 inches of snow left on the ground. We have no snow, none. Um, and I like it that way. I mean, we all know my love of snow. Non-existent. Hey Sam, if you don't mind, can you send me your Merry Christmas, please?
Oh yeah, no
I
problem.
appreciate it. I think I'm going to wrap it up. We're at 31 minutes, believe it or not. I would like to hear some suggestions from the homies and from chat on anything you would like to see in 1 week. 1 week from tonight, we all know will be January 1st, which means 1 week from last night, we may or may not have endured a 12-hour debacle of the annual 12 hours of meat. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? Oh, Greg's typing. Let's wait and see what Greg's typing. You know, Greg's see, I told you, haven't seen any, you haven't seen it. You've had snow though, haven't you? Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I don't think I ever saw frost this year either. I think we went straight to snow. And the first snow we got, they predicted flurries, and we all know how that went. It was terrible. Some light snow is starting. Um, well, again, oh, by the way, I forgot. I wanted to mention a few people that did say something on the stream, one of which was Rick Lakes. Rick Lakes actually watched my silent live stream this afternoon that I did for Christmas for watch, and it was for watch hours. It was amazing. It had 101 views, and the average watch time was 2 seconds under 15 minutes. Unbelievable. Very appreciative. Medium flurries. Okay. How far north in Wisconsin are you, Scott? 13-10 Broncos over the Chiefs. Yeah, the Chiefs are they're done. It's just like the Colts. Even though my son and I had a conversation about the Colts yesterday, and there's this much of a chance. Make sure I get this correct here. There's that much of a chance the Colts will make the playoffs. They're not going to make the playoffs. Although my son, who's a diehard Colts fan, thinks they're going to make the playoffs. Now, the one thing we did agree is that we need to find a quarterback, and it's not Phillip Rivers, it's not Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones done a good job, but he's not the future of this team. It's not Anthony Richardson. They already let their fourth string quarterback go. I think he started somewhere either today or tomorrow or Sunday. Middle, 13 miles to be exact, center of Wisconsin. Okay. All right. Wintermute's in the house. 1313. Hello, Wintermute. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to all of you and your families and your 83-pound lap dogs. I think I'm going to let John forget about that. But in all seriousness, I would like some suggestions on what you would like to see on, and I haven't 100% made up my mind of doing 12 hours on the 31st. And probably 90-10 that I am going to. It's just going to depend on how it goes. If it's going well and we have a lot of participation, then sure, I'll see if I can drag it out for 12 hours. I mean, it's an annual thing. It's tradition. It's a ritual. This is where we need cricket soundbite, by the way. With that, 1313 Mockingbird Lane. Adam's Family? Is that 1313 Mockingbird Lane? Game in the tie game, fourth quarter. Maybe I'll pick up a game or two to play for. Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah. No, it's not. 1313 Mockingbird Lane somehow for some reason is ringing. If it's, I know it's not your own personal home address. I know that it is from a television show though, right? Or possibly a movie. Um, hmm. I figured Greg would have answered it by now. Maybe I'm just thinking it's from something that I thought I remembered. The Monsters. Oh, okay. Adam's Family, Monsters. Aren't they one and the same? It's just different characters. All right, let's go see if the outro is going to work or not. It should. I think I saw the weather working earlier tonight.
Golden light, shine, shine. Every step, a whispered tea. Moving slow like honeybees. Shimmy, shimmy, watch me glow. Take it high and bring it low. Down, down. Velvet shine, I steal the show. Flow, flow.
That's all, folks.
Because it's stuttering. It's not 48 degrees, so that's not it. I've got to figure out why. And everything was started brand new tonight. I shut the machine off, I let it set, and I fired everything up. I have no idea. There's Bill. Good to see you, Bill. Where's Princess?
Sleep somewhere.
Probably looking for food. You know how you starve that cat. Poor kitty cat.
You got a blank SSD or M.2?
I don't. I do not. Well, yeah, sort of, kind of. I do. It's not very big. I kind of think I know where you're going with that.
All
But
you need is enough to put Windows and DaVinci on to see the problem follows the system or
Yeah.
installation.
True. John says, thanks, Ken. You're quite welcome, John. Don't forget to join us on Zoom. Speaking of that segue, kstoutzz00m@gmail.com. Shoot me an email, ask for the credentials, and I will give them to you. You can join us. You don't need a camera. Sometimes you don't need to have your voice active, as in, I'm not going to pick on anybody, but he's in the upper left-hand corner, and he's from across the pond. He's there. He's probably still asleep. 10:30 for me is 5 hours. Naresh Batala. Naresh. Men names, man. I'm going to make it a requirement. I have to have a simple name to be on this channel. Hello, Naresh. Let's go with Naresh. Let's go with that. Unfortunately, you're here. This is Iminin, and he's from Nepal, which means he's probably here from Mabel Thurma. I think it's actually Thurma, but she left an R out. Thumma, however you pronounce it. Again, me and pronouncing words are horrible, terrible.
Yes, you are.
I know, and I'm not too unashamed to admit that. So, see you guys tomorrow. I think Rick said if he got to go home he would do a live stream on Friday. So look for him tomorrow around 3 o'clock my time, 2 o'clock his time, noon out on the West Coast. And if not, yes, English. Exactly, Scott. English. It wouldn't help. I mean, he could have a simple name and I'd screw it up somehow. Um, just my nature. I don't know. Good night. Thank you, guys. Merry Christmas.